is I Am Woman with Taylor A. This is season 2, episode 7. And I have another wonderful guest today, my girl Juno.
That's me.
Yes. We are about to hop into it. So, Juno, I actually met here in LA. Yes, she's a part of the DMV crew.
I don't know. Probably on a lit night.
Okay, maybe. But aside from that, I'm going to share a little bit about her on the professional side. So, Juno, otherwise known as Sydney Flanagan, she is better known as Juno, was born and raised in Washington, D.C. She received her BS in Family and Consumer Science with a concentration in fashion merchandising at the illustrious Morgan State University. She states that studying fashion was the best thing that could have happened to me. I knew I had a passion for fashion at a very young age, and I knew my purpose was to create art that inspired people beyond clothing. I love that.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah. So let's hop into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, so why did you choose this field of work? What drew you towards the fashion industry and styling in particular?
Well, okay, so realistically, it was kind of by force. Let me take that back. Not by force. I was around it. My dad is a designer.
Oh, nice.
So I've been around it like all my life. Like I remember I was like 6, 7, going to fashion shows, going to photo shoots.
Yeah.
Just very irritated, very
immersed into it.
I'm just like, why am I here? Like we're here all day. I have no interest in this. And then it just became a part of me. Like I remember my dad telling me as a young girl, like if I didn't like my outfit, I would cry. And which makes sense because I'm a crybaby in real life.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not sweet though.
They're sour this week.
So I actually went to school for physical therapy. I wanted to be a athletic trainer in the NBA. I was going to be like Leslie on Just Right. You know what I mean? Like, that was going to be me. And then I was like, biology, I can't do this. So fashion, I remember having a bunch of clothes in undergrad, and like everybody would just come to my room like, you have something to wear? Can you help me pick an outfit? Okay, I'm like, yeah, girl, just grab a shirt, grab a pair of pants, whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I actually like this. Let me switch my major. So I was playing catch up. So once I switched my major, I was taking like 18 credits nonstop. And then my last year of undergrad, I took 22 credits. Girl, I was getting up out of there.
Not the last year though, too.
And I was living off campus, full-time worker. I was taking 22 credits. I was not playing. I was getting up out of there. But yeah, fashion just became normal. I don't know if that's the right word, but it became something that was just like, I'm good at it. Like I know how to put on an outfit. I know how to dress.
Right.
My grandmother's very fashionable, very. And my other grandmother,
it runs in the family.
Yeah, my other grandmother, I heard she was too. May God rest her soul. But like, I never met her, but everybody's just like, she had all the floor length minks, all the latest designer, and I'm just like, I think I could do this. So switched my major to fashion merchandising. And then I had worked for Hanifa Official. Yeah, so I started
a big one.
Yeah, but I started like when she was coming up. So I started as her intern, like in her house, like cutting fabrics, going with her to photo shoots. And y'all, if y'all don't learn nothing from me today, shoot your shot.
Period.
Shoot your shot when it comes to work, when it comes to all aspects. And like, I literally DM'd her on Twitter.
Really?
Like, I heard you're looking for an intern. Are you still hiring? She was like, I have a photo shoot on Saturday. Can you do it? Yeah. She was, I'm going to cash up you $100. I need this, and this. Be in my house at this time. And did.
Wow. Just like that.
Yeah, and we kind of just like stuck together after that. So I was her intern. Then school picked up. So then I went back to school. And then after I graduated, she opened up a showroom in Baltimore. And she was like, are you looking for a job? I was like, yeah. And so she offered me a job. And then it kind of just took off from there. So then like, I got let go. And then did the regular jobs, retail.
Right.
Okay, cool. But I was like, yeah. I was working on a TV show in LA, 2019. First time in LA. I was just like, I love it here.
Right.
I was like, I'm going to be here.
I know.
What the heck? Like, I'm going to be here. So I did the TV show for a month. Wasn't even in LA for. I was in like Van Nuys, Brea.
Okay.
All the like outskirts. Yeah. And then that's when I was like, I'm going to be here. I literally packed my things a year later and moved out here mid-pandemic. One-way flight, y'all. 6 suitcases on Southwest. Don't play. Woo! And like it picked up ever since. Like it really picked up ever since. Never looked back. I emailed this lady. I was listening to her podcast and I was like, let me shoot your shot. I emailed her and was like, hey, I've been listening to your podcast. I've heard about you from Baltimore, et cetera, et cetera. Are you hiring or do you need assistance?
Right.
She saw my resume. It was like a phone interview. Got the phone interview. Y'all, she hired me like 3 days later. I had 2 weeks to pack my stuff and get the fuck.
Wow.
And that's what I did.
That's such a like huge testimony. Like
it is. And like I want everybody
all
to know
from just like putting yourself out there.
You have to because the fashion industry is so cutthroat. Like
it is.
And I hate to say it, but people really want you to kiss their ass. You know, and it works.
The ground that they walk on.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. But once you get the experience and like just the familiarity behind it, it's like, okay, I'm good at it.
Right.
You know, I don't want to do that anymore. What avenue can I take to be for me and not just pour into somebody else?
Exactly.
But it works. Like I don't care if you don't get if you get seen, if you get a left on red, whatever, shoot your shot.
Right.
You never know.
And you never know who's watching and who can be talking to who.
Yeah.
You know, because names float around.
Names do float around.
So.
And I'm just a little fish in a big pond, but it's like I grind.
Exactly.
Day in and day out. These sets be 14 hours plus. You need an intern, you need a runner. Okay, yeah, I'm picking up 5 different showrooms a day. I'm exhausted. Wow. But you it's like you kind of have to prove yourself to be in these rooms with certain people.
Exactly.
But, I mean, if this is the path that you choose, then I say go for it. Honestly. It works out.
Wow.
No, everybody's story is not as like cliche as that, you know, oh, just shoot your shot and pack your bags, go to LA. But it doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't.
For sure.
I mean, you never know what could come from it. And if you don't, then you'll never know.
Even if you don't get the opportunity that you're looking for, you never know who else is in that room.
Exactly.
Like, I see you, you know?
And where it may go down the line. Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. That's why I always say, talk to everybody, get everybody's number, contact whatever, because you just never know.
Girl.
You never know.
I will network in the club. It don't matter.
Really though?
At the gas station, it does not matter. Oh, I'm a photographer. Oh, I'm a stylist. Hold on, wait. I got my business card. You got Instagram? Like, it does not
just
matter.
Just like that, yeah.
LA is like legit the land of opportunity.
It is.
They got money. And somebody's always looking for some help. So I just say do it.
Yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could put a meaning to what style signifies for you, what would it be?
Style, to me, it's not about the clothes you wear. It's how you wear it. It's more than just you having on, I don't know, designer.
Yeah.
It's how you wore that designer.
Exactly.
It's the confidence that you bring behind it. It's the sex appeal. It's the turning heads when you walk in rooms. It's legit not on you, but in you.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think about style. Because like my style could be different from your style, and your style could be different from the next person's style. But what you think is fly is not my fly, or like not the next person's fly. But if it matters to you and you're confident behind it, and you walk in with your head held high, anybody's gonna grab your attention.
Exactly. It's definitely the embodiment of it all.
Yeah, you have to walk and talk like you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You know what you're doing. You know, even if I feel like, oh, I hate this outfit.
Right.
If I walk in there like, yeah, I'm that girl.
Confident.
Damn, are your outfit fire?
Exactly. Nobody would know in the room that you're
was
like
a
sitting there like
or anything like that. Yeah, you have to be confident, especially. I don't know. I think art, period, is just more than, I tell people all the time, like, it's more than just styling for me. I want to paint the whole picture, like, from the background to the concept to the story, to why I did it, to why I feel like, oh, I want to put this on shirt on today,
Mm-hmm.
So,
exactly.
And when you look good, you feel good.
You do.
So if I feel good, then 9 times out of 10, my confidence gonna be times 10.
Period. Yeah, I always say it's in you, what style is, because you can always see, especially when people do those interviews of like, how much you wearing or what's
My
this,
whole outfit
and
can
you
come from the thrift store. You won't even know it.
exactly, and you see these people wearing dripped up designer, but it's like
And
it's
y'all
no
are still cheap.
swag or style, like it's just drip,
I
as
hate when
in like
people
it's just
buy,
a designer.
and this is not for anybody who buys designer, but I hate when y'all buy all this designer and put on like a Louis belt with a Gucci shirt and Burberry
Yeah,
shoes.
just because it's got a name,
You look tacky.
It does. But
When you
nobody's
coulda
gonna
just-
tell. You can't tell nobody nothing
Girl, I'm gonna tell you.
because it's designer.
I don't care about that. Designer does not make you. A designer is an
doesn't.
accessory.
It doesn't.
It's an accessory.
It is.
So I just feel like be
At least
you.
have a black-owned designer.
Girl, don't even get me started on that, okay?
No,
Because y'all want to spend.
We're gonna hop into that shortly. So, what role do you think identity plays in shaping one's style as an individual and as a collective? So I know you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier when you said your dad was a designer, and then also your family was very into fashion, and that kind of had an impact on
Yeah,
how
my
you look
family
the
are label
style.
whores, especially my grandmother. She, Lord and Taylor Neiman Marcus down. And I'm a pretty little thing fashion of a bitch.
Okay.
But I love supporting Black-owned designers. However, I just feel like my identity is who I am. It has nothing to do with the clothes that I wear. I could be mad as hell and put on a skirt. First of all, I am the girliest tomboy there is, okay? I do not like wearing heels, but I do. I'll wear it. I'll wear a skirt. I'll dress up, but I feel like that doesn't define me. I am super laid back, super chill, just out the way, a people person, your average girl around the way.
Right.
So if I could dress up sweatpants, then I will. Or, a good bodysuit or something. Or just form-fitting things. Like, I feel like a lot of times we're in a generation where you gotta have, like, the BBLs and stuff like that, which you don't.
The trending
Yeah, and it's just like,
topics,
I like people who wear stuff that complements their body because it looks way better than you just throwing on something. Like, when it form fits, it's like your silhouette, it's like, ooh.
It's
like,
shaped to
the
literally
shape, because we have a body for a reason. We're women.
Exactly.
We're bad women. Well, stop playing with us. So I just feel like dress for your own personal, and that's a lot of times with people. I feel like people have on a fire fit, but it does not compliment you.
Yeah.
Like
it may look good on one person, but then
it
on
does
you,
not look good on you.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to get stuff altered, tailored.
Oh my gosh, I will tailor something. I would get something.
I would get something too big.
The second
just
I buy it off the rack,
just to tailor it to fit me. Stop playing. So definitely, I feel like my identity creates. My personality doesn't describe what I wear, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Because, like I said, I'm super chill, super laid back around the, I'm the homie for real. But you never know what you're gonna get. You might get some sweatpants, you might get a dress. It's like, oh,
kind of based on how you
feel.
You
got on a dress. Yes, I do. Leave me alone.
A skirt. A skirt.
I swear, one day I wore a skirt, posted a picture on Instagram. I had about 5 comments like, you have on a skirt? Leave me alone.
Something new.
Yeah.
Switch it up on them.
You have to.
Keep them guessing.
You have to, because then I'll become predictable.
True.
Oh, I know. She's going to wear some pants. Actually, I have on a skirt.
Actually, you thought wrong. That's funny. Okay, so what was your experience like growing up seeing fashion on the East Coast versus now what you're experiencing on the West Coast? Are there major differences, similarities? Which coast rules in fashion? Obviously, we can all agree the East Coast, but
play with somebody else. Don't play with us. The East Coast for sure. New York is a fashion capital. I don't care what y'all say. DC is a fashion capital. And I'm not just saying
DC does have some fashion. I will say that.
However, we don't have the opportunities to present the fashion, in my opinion. I just think we're fly.
Okay.
Kanye West gave us that shout out, like, he got his first swag from DC. I'm just saying. But, it's a whole, because it's cold. So
Yeah.
I feel like we utilize more clothing, layers.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I got on a shirt. Now let me put on
Right.
a sweater or
Mhm.
a crew neck over top or a hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're cultivating like different types of clothing to
Mhm.
make a complete look where it's like with the West Coast, y'all always have warm weather
Right.
or nice weather, I would say. So it's like I can go outside in some shorts
Mhm.
or just a dress. And it's like LA to me is the only place you can wear whatever you want and nobody's gonna say nothing. You can go to
Really?
the club in some Crocs if you wanted to. For real, who's gonna say something to
That's
you?
kinda true because it is really just one season.
Well, 50-50
So,
because, like,
I
you
guess
could
it
get
rains.
summer, spring, winter, and fall in one day. You might
What?
wake up,
Winter?
you're in winter. Girl, don't fake like it don't be raining, it don't be cold out here.
Okay, but that's more so like spring, fall.
In December, it be cold.
It does. It does get cold
Okay,
in
so boom,
December.
let's just say, like, today, I woke up,
Yeah.
I don't know, let's say I had to be at work at 7. By
Mhm.
5 AM, it's cold. I may have on
It's
a
chilly, yeah.
jacket. Okay, by the time it hits 12, I'm coming up out that
It's hot,
jacket.
yeah.
I got pants on. Ooh, dang, I wish I would've wore some capris or some shorts or
Right.
something. Now my feet are hot. Let me take these boots off. You get all the seasons in one day.
You really are changing, like, multiple times during the
Like, yo, I'm
day.
coming up out of this. Like, what the heck? But the East Coast for sure.
Yeah.
To answer your question.
It's really no discussion
Stop playing with
around
us.
that.
I love the West Coast. You know, I'm a little transplant, but the East Coast got it.
Yeah, they do. I will say that. Okay, so what does a typical day look like for Juno the stylist?
Mm.
Give me the rundown. What does it look
Okay, what kind of
like?
day? Because it could be a work day, or it could be a shoot day, or
You giving me
I could be on
options.
set for a month. Just tell me what kind of day you want.
Okay, give us a quick rundown of everything.
Okay.
It doesn't have to have all the deets, but
Well, now I work for the NFL. So I'm a wardrobe
mm,
stylist for the NFL.
um,
So that work
okay,
day
okay,
is
okay.
like for all my sports people out there, you have
Mhm,
Good Morning NFL, or then you have TA Total Access, then you have
mhm.
um NFL Now.
Right.
So with all the sports anchors and stuff, I'm literally just putting them in suits, giving them pocket squares and giving them
Okay.
ties and maybe a little pin or something.
Mhm.
That's that day. Real
Okay.
chill. You know, it's really easy. I'm steaming, prepping for the
Mhm.
female sports anchors. You know, they're actually getting fit-ins, they're actually getting pulls from stores or getting clothes
Okay.
ordered. It's a little bit more like a man could just throw on a suit, we could just
Right.
accessorize that, but a woman, you have to form fitting, make sure she looks
Exactly.
good. If she sits down, is her
Yep.
blazer gonna be scrunched up or
Mhm.
is her shirt gonna be scrunched up? Okay, that's that day. A set day, y'all, a set day can start. Imma just go for, let's say I'm styling Juicy J today because that's my biggest client right now.
Okay.
I am the assistant, to my manager when we style Juicy, but the prep days, I'm
Mhm.
having like 2 to 3 prep days where I'm pulling everything. I could go to like
Ooh.
6 or 7 different showrooms in a day just pulling stuff. Some things are like prepackaged. They might send
Right.
us something like, "This is what we have. Okay, I want this, 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 and this."
Mhm.
Some places I have to actually go, search, reference the mood
Mm.
board, reference the treatment, like, "Okay, we have this scene. It could be in
Right.
a garden. Okay, we need something greenery. We need something that's gonna" what might look good to you may not look good on camera.
Exactly.
And what might look good on camera may not look good to you.
Mhm.
That's something you have to just go out of the box. You have to,
Mm.
like, think about Juicy, you think trippy, you think
Yeah.
smoking, you think all
Right.
the possible wild stuff you could think
Big.
he's gonna like
Yeah.
it. Like,
Mhm.
okay, so boom, we have the prep days. Now we have shoot day. Now you're talking about guys. Shoots may not start till 5 o'clock. Now I'm on
Mm.
set from 5 p.m. to 12
Now why they
a.m.
gotta be late?
It ain't even that. The girls are just as bad.
I'm sure they are with the makeup, hair. I can only imagine.
I've had a call time for, like, 2 p.m. before, and, like, the talent didn't walk on till 7. It happens. It really happens, and it's like, as
Oh
much as
my
you wanna be
gosh.
irritated, it's like, "This is my job. I have to be
Mm.
professional. I have to sit here. I have to wait
Mhm.
because now they have this Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm getting my hair done. I'm getting my makeup done. But I've been on sets where makeup artists have left. Now we're trying to like, who can come? Who can come right now? Like, I need somebody right now. Like, but
wow.
I will say all set days are fun.
Yeah.
You know, you're meeting people, you're networking, you're dressing them. And I feel like for me, just to see the client, like, damn, like I look good. You know, they be in the mirror, they be getting their promo, they making their Instagram videos, they feel good. So it's it's good for me because it's like, damn, like, little do you know, I was just up at 2 a.m. getting this altered for you, and if it's perfect, you know. So that's that day, and then like a typical, let's just say I'm on set for a TV show or something. That could be a month, 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Like call time 5 a.m., call time 8 a.m. So whenever your call time is, that's when you leaving. If I come in at 8, I'm leaving at 8. I lied. If I come in at 8, I might be leaving at 12 a.m. But you get like breakfast, lunch, maybe not dinner, but like breakfast and lunch, you know, it's
you
pretty
get
chill.
breaks.
Yeah, but it's still like I'm tired.
Yeah.
I have to
Like
dress all these people, and then don't even get me started on like continuity for TV shows. So like nobody ever shoots anything in order. Like if I have episode 1, scene 1, I could shoot that Thursday and then shoot episode 5, scene 6 on Monday. So what I shot Monday, I have to now take a picture of it, reference it to when she's in that same look next week.
Wow.
Yeah. It's tedious. And nobody ever talks about the preparation for everything. It's just like, I want to look good.
They see the final look.
Oh, that was hard. Okay, I'm up stressing because these shoes don't fit and they hurt your feet. But we have to fake it till we make it. Now we have to get all this stuff to put in it so your feet won't hurt or any little miscellaneous things. It's just like, I've been times where I've been out, girl, at the club, lit. I get a call from my manager like, you ready? I'm ready. Okay, we have such and such tomorrow. We have to pull this, and this. We have to do this, and this. I remember my birthday. Of course, who's not lit on their birthday? I literally got a call once I left the club. Like, yeah, I need you to pull all this stuff tomorrow.
What?
Now I'm hung up, but nobody knows that. You just got to get it done.
And this is like not during your call time. This is just like
this is not even
aside from.
This is just a random set day. I think at the time they were getting ready for Grammys.
Okay.
So
definitely like big events too.
Yeah. But these celebrities don't care. I want what I want when I want it, how I want it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make it happen.
Because they're the star. Yeah.
For sure. I'm gonna make you look good. I be tired, y'all. Get your rest.
You're like, how do y'all don't
get
know
your
what
rest.
I go
Make
through?
Sure you eat, you know, get your
Definitely make sure you eat. Because the long hours, I mean, and you're standing, I'm sure. Standing, moving.
Or, I mean, if they're on, like, let's just say they're actually doing like a performance shot or something on set or whatever, you know, you get that time to chill.
Okay,
but, okay, once they call cut, wardrobe flying in, fixing this, fixing makeup, fixing your, you know, it's the whole 9 yards.
Wow. Well, that's definitely a busy day. Busy sets.
People know when it comes to like TV time, production time, don't call me. I'm Monday through Friday, don't call me. I'm not getting off before midnight. Don't even pick up the phone.
Oof. Well, I know you're doing a darn thing, so.
I'm trying.
Okay, so as an African American woman within the fashion industry, what are some challenges you've come across in the workplace? And maybe what strategies have you used to address the challenges and how successful were those?
Men will play with you.
Mm.
They will play with you. Because, I mean, and this is just aside from being African American, equality of a man and a woman. Men feel superior, and, you know, women want that same equality. Well, we fought for it, I would say. But in the setting or in a perfect world, men will play with you. Period. I've been on sets where, you know, they want more than what they asked for prior to being there, meaning clothing. Like, let's say somebody has said, hey, I need 2 looks. Now, because I am who I am, I'm going to bring a rack of 10 looks just so you can pick through it. And then you're trying to use 6 looks when you said 2. So when you speak up, "Hey, I thought you said 2 looks."
Right.
"Oh, what you want me to give you? Some dick?" Like, it could be very unprofessional, and then you become very now this may not be everybody's experience, but I'm speaking
Right.
for, my experience,
Of
like,
course.
men will play with you.
Mm.
And I feel like as Black women, we have to be strong.
Mhm.
I don't wanna say an asshole, but, like, you have to stand firm on what you agree to. If you're not gonna cough up no
Yeah.
more money, then we're not gonna give you no more looks. And if you have a
Mm.
problem with that, then I will pack up my stuff and
Bounce, right.
dip. Like, don't try to I feel like men in this industry,
Mhm.
some are very professional, but some will also, like, sexualize you. "Oh, we're on
What?
set, like, you look good. Now I'm trying to flirt with you."
Oh.
Or
Mm.
y'all know how it go.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
unfortunate.
nothing new.
It's very unfortunate, but it's just like you have to stand your ground. You
Mhm.
have to be very professional no
Right.
matter even if you may find the other person attractive. Hypothetically, like
Mhm.
this I came here for work,
Exactly. Like you're
and
doing a job.
it even falls hand with dating, to be
Mhm.
honest. Like a lot of guys be like, "Oh, you rubbing him down with oil." Yes, it's my job. It doesn't mean anything. I'm
Right.
not gonna
And
talk
why
to
is your mind going there at work?
yeah, I'm
Like
I'm not gonna do anything else. Like he needs to look good on camera. I'm gonna give you my full undivided attention while we're here on set. But I
Right.
feel like a lot of times people really abuse that just because you are a woman,
Mm.
or let's just say it could be you and a director. Or think about it, like
Yeah.
sometimes I model too. I'm a fake model, but think about all these photographers who, like, get naked in front of
Yeah.
camera. Now you have some women who are like, "Okay, cool." But you have
Mhm.
some women like, "Yo, this not even on the mood board. What you
Exactly.
doing?" So I just feel
Taking
like
advantage.
keep your power, stand firm, be very confident. Even if you
Mhm.
feel uncomfortable, just be confident. Like, speak up for
Yeah.
yourself. Like, a lot of
Yes.
times we are, like, in the limelight of a man or in the
Yeah.
shadow of a man. A lot of these directors are men.
Mhm.
Or, you just have to, like, no.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you're paying me. I don't care what type of exposure I'm getting from this.
Mhm.
I do not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So, as a Black woman, we're already like downplayed. We have to
Mhm.
work extra hard to get in certain rooms. We have
Right.
to do more than what somebody else may have to do. So it's just like,
Mhm.
yo, I came here for a reason. And if you cannot respect me, then we don't have nothing to talk about, money or not.
Yeah. Period. Dot. And I feel like a lot of people, now that you say that, that are coming into the industry and want to do what you do, they may feel as though just to get in the room, they need to, do whatever that man says or do whatever whoever they're working with
The only
says.
thing I would recommend coming into this industry is free work.
Mm,
I hate to say it, but that free work will get you in some rooms that, like,
yeah.
money could never buy. Like, so cool, but know your worth at the end of the day.
Yes.
Like, don't
Yep.
do everything for free. Like, okay,
Mhm.
cool. This is a big opportunity. This is going to get me here. I know it
Right.
will because I have that confidence in myself. And I know that
Mhm.
not only is it going to get me here, I'm also putting in the work to get here.
Yes.
So it's just like, okay. But again, don't let anybody take advantage of you
Mhm.
and don't let anybody feel like they're going to play with you.
Yeah.
And if for me, I'm in a room, I ain't young, but I'm young, like,
Mhm.
so I'm in a room with people who
Right.
are, like, much older than me who feel like, "Okay, yeah, I can finesse this out of her."
Right.
No, you cannot.
Mhm.
No, you cannot.
They think this your first rodeo.
Have you seen my resume?
Like, let me show you the portfolio.
Play with somebody else, for real. And it really frustrates me because, like, that's how people go out sad, and that's how people,
Mhm.
like, end their career
Yep.
soon because they took that one left turn or they felt like, "Oh, yeah, this person
Mhm.
got me. He said he was gonna do X, Y, and Z." No, he didn't show you.
Yeah.
He showed you everything else than what he said he was gonna do for you.
Mhm.
No, we're not doing that. We're not
Yeah.
doing that. Our women need to stick together.
Mhm.
Black women need to stick together. We need to uplift one another.
Yes.
It's always that hatred, like, "Oh, I'm doing better
Yep.
than you." I hate
Mhm.
the whole mean girl narrative.
Oh my gosh.
We can get
Don't
so
even get
much
me started on
further.
that. Like, everybody can win. Like, there's enough for everybody.
Everybody can win. And even if you don't have a seat
Like
at this table, you can work just as hard to be
Exactly.
at your own table or
Exactly.
another table where you're valued. Like, you
Yep.
do not have to downgrade yourself just
Yep.
to be in
Or
certain
put somebody
rooms.
else down.
It's not worth it.
It's not.
If it's not directed, it's not respected.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
And
to
I
my
wish
TED Talk.
Really, though, I wish more people would, come to understand that,
Yeah, and
but
people feel like, okay, we live in LA, the land of
Right.
opportunity, La La Land. No, I'm not green
Yeah.
at the end of the
Exactly.
day.
Okay, so this is the one that I want to know. So, as a Black stylist, is it hard to pull luxury fashion for clients?
I'm gonna speak for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
I think I have more pull with showrooms, which may have designers, but I don't think I have enough pull yet
Mhm.
to walk in Burberry like, yo, I got
Right.
this. Now, it's not worth a try. You know, there has
Mhm.
been times where you can email their PR like, hey, this is whatever client,
Right.
he's this amount of. No, that's the one thing I hate. When you meet somebody out here, you introduce yourself by your name and then you
Mhm.
introduce yourself by what you do. And then
Mm.
once you introduce yourself by what you do, then it's a conversation that opens. So let's
Okay.
just say that comes with styling. There's been times where I've had small, you know, not yet in the limelight clients who I feel like are super talented where I would reach out to showrooms like, hey, I have this. Uh,
Mhm.
we're gonna pass on this one. Let me know when you
Mm.
have something else. Keep us in mind. But then there's times where I might have somebody who's not as good, but with 5 million followers that's like, oh yeah, for
Mm.
sure. We can get you in that.
Right.
No worries. Come up to the showroom. What time would you like to come? So it's like it's 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, and don't be afraid to go to these luxury stores and buy that stuff and return that
Ye
stuff. Okay?
Say it again.
Return it for 300, Alex. It has been times where I'm on set
Yes.
and I'm like, "Keep that tag on.
Mhm.
Keep it on. It's going
Tuck it.
back.
Yep.
Tuck it in the back.
Mhm.
Make sure the
Tape
cameraman
it.
don't get
Yep.
tape it, take it off, keep it,
Yep.
whatever the case may be, because like I'm not profiting from this. It's for
Exactly.
4 hours
Yep.
max. What am I gonna do with this? You don't want
Not
it.
taking it home. Exactly.
I
Especially if
can't
they
fit
don't
it.
want it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fit. Now, I will say, at least with the small, let me not say small because everybody's doing their own thing.
Mhm.
Smaller local designers,
Mhm.
sometimes they may gift people stuff. I know
Okay.
at least with Juicy, like a lot of times people be like, yo, he can have it if he wants it. If he likes it, he can keep it.
Oh, okay.
If Juicy might be like, oh yeah, these hard. Can I keep this? Let me hit up the designer real quick, like, yo, he want this or something. Or my manager might be like, yo, Juicy, if Juicy really love this. Yeah,
Right.
for sure, you can keep it. Tag us.
Yeah.
That's all they be wanting. It's just a little
Exactly.
tag. You know that
The recognition, acknowledgement.
is that a question? Because I people do not
Oh, it
recognize.
definitely is because
People listen.
we already know what some of these companies are about.
They be tagging and not giving them credit.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
I think that's actually a question coming up. So, okay, so it's no secret that the Black community drives the culture from style to beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on appreciation versus appropriation when it comes to trends around the world?
We could do this for hours.
And hours?
I feel like y'all should appreciate everybody,
Mhm.
regardless. Even if you feel like you don't want to tag somebody,
Yeah.
it's the hard work and the
It
dedication and
is.
the sleepless hours
That
behind trying
nobody
to get this.
sees.
I just think about, okay, let me clarify what I do. I am a wardrobe stylist, meaning TV shows, big events, photo shoots, album covers, whatever the case may be. I am not a personal shopper.
Okay, yes.
People who do personal shopping, people feel like, okay, I put this on.
Mhm.
But you're not giving credit to the person who just called overseas at 4 a.m. to try to even get this shipped to you
Right.
next day air. Like,
Mhm.
I really have a problem with that. Like, a lot of these big name people get all this drip and it's not by themselves.
It's
and
not.
y'all, it takes 2 seconds to tag. I
does.
appreciate people like Tiana Taylor. She
And it
will
doesn't
tag
hurt them to
everybody from like
Yeah,
the
she
first
does.
AD to the nail tech
That's what I will say about her.
to
She will. She will.
to the key grip. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Everybody worked hard to
Yeah.
put this production together or this shoot together or whatever the case. She's like crafty. Like, what the heck? It takes a team effort. You cannot do this by yourself. So I just feel like y'all need to appreciate these people a little bit more before you lose them. And then you lose them and you feel like, okay, they're replaceable. I can find somebody else who's just as hungry. That's fine until they get in that same seat and they're like,
Exactly.
yo, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's really just that simple. Like, it takes 2 seconds to add somebody.
2 seconds.
And obviously Instagram is our new platform that's global. You know what I'm saying? It literally takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't know what it's doing for that person. You don't know what clients it's bringing for that person. You don't know how much of a help or, for instance, me. There's times where I do these big celebrities, and again, I'm always the assistant, which is fine. I still have a lot more to learn. So, but like, I feel like the only person who's ever tagged me was Jada. And it's so much work that I do. I'm not mad at it.
Do you ask them?
No.
But they should just know. They should do it out of love, out of knowing that.
I mean, you would think so.
I don't know what this would do for you, but I want to do this because.
Yeah, and like 9 times out of 10, I'd be the youngest person on these sets. Like, oh, you still young. Oh, yeah, but I'm getting to the bag.
Yeah.
At least I'm trying to, so you don't know. I shouldn't have to sit down and explain like, yo, I came from the East Coast to pursue my dream. Can you tag me? You should just, me personally, want to do it just off the strength that like, hey, I see you working. You come here, you're on time, you prep everything out for me, make sure I'm straight. Sometimes I'm on set by myself. So now I'm unloading, I'm packing, I'm putting everything up, I'm steaming, I'm prepping, and I'm on set. Like, yo.
Doing it all.
It's the little things. Like, that could just go so much further than like you just.
Yeah.
I did this on my own because you didn't.
It can be so Hollywood.
And a lot of these people be acting like they style themselves and they don't.
Oh, no. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
People are fooled.
These people have whole teams.
These people are fooled.
Whole teams.
I mean, like, teams. Main, assistant, runner.
Yeah.
Another runner. Like, yo, we everybody is collaborative work.
And then the final product, flawless. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, you did that all by yourself. You did. Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but hey, honestly, you just got to push through. If this is the industry that you choose to be in, that you choose to get up every day and put your best foot forward, you just have to push through. Your time coming.
Yeah.
For sure. Just be patient.
Just keep grinding it out.
Keep grinding. Okay. Always giving out some money out here, y'all.
Okay. Okay, so this is another one. It's kind of a little bit political. I don't know. So for so long, we've seen and continue to see different companies exploit Black culture and bite off of different Black creatives, and then turn around when confronted and apologize, then share results of the percentage of Black employees in the company or launch campaigns that pay homage to Black culture. How do you think the industry as a whole can move past this kind of performative allyship? I know it's a whole. We can talk about that for.
Excuse my
a while.
language. It's bullshit.
Okay.
It's BS. How do you. Fashion Nova.
Yes, Fashion Nova is a big one.
There are so many small businesses or like up and coming businesses that just have. Here's my issue. You don't know what it takes for a person to come up with this idea. Whether they had to travel, whether they erased it 100 times and start over, whether they had to, I hate to say it, be depressed and come up with this whole idea, or you just never know what a person is going through to execute their art.
Right.
So now you have a fast fashion company to just rip it off with some cheap ass fabric and then put it on their sale, and then now people are like,
and they have it up the next day.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
I mean, the amount of time that it's like this.
Not only that, you're finding the perfect manufacturer, you're finding the perfect cut, you're finding the perfect fabric for you to rip me off.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But then still don't take it down. Still don't give me no profit.
Yep.
Still don't give me no recognition.
Nothing.
Still don't even say inspired by whatever the case may be. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. Like I'm so tired of people working truly hard for stuff for fast fashion companies to just be like, oh, we're gonna put that up there tomorrow. My manufacturer is working overtime. First of all, it's a slave ship. You're barely paying them.
Yeah.
And the fabric is cheap. Like I'm sorry, I'm probably yelling, but like I'm so tired of that. Like, and now you're making a mockery of something that what people work so hard for.
So hard. Years on years.
I think that's what frustrates me the most.
For people to perfect their craft, to perfect an
because
idea.
I feel like any creative is super indecisive.
Yes.
Like it's like, I like this. Let's lift it up a little bit. Let's hem it a little bit. Let's sculpt it a little bit. Whatever the case may be. But now I put it out there, Fashion Over, Shein, they think it's fire.
Yeah.
And they're like, let me get that.
Yeah. And do like a little, fixer to make
and your
it
fabric
different.
is cheap and it's gonna rip.
Yeah.
And I really hate, for instance, it's this brand, she's from the DMV, Strip Official.
Okay.
Those by far are the best bodysuits I've ever stepped foot in. Like,
okay,
not only is it the material, it's the fitting. It's heavy on the fitting. Like, it makes anybody feel like, damn, like this fit my skin just for me. And I remember it was like a little controversy. Like, Shein got the same bodysuit for $20. Girl, that stuff don't fit like Strip does. Like, she take her time. Quality. People don't know quality.
People are so into the gratification of having it in their hands the next day. And it looking like the same thing. But it's just like,
shout out to Ariana because she took her time with that, okay? Like, that is by far, like I said, and
I'm definitely gonna look it up after this.
By far the best bodysuit. And cool, it may be $145. It don't matter. It's longevity behind it.
Yeah.
That's something I can keep for years. That's something that no matter what, if I put it on, it's gonna fit me like a glove. Whereas Shein, I wash it, now I got a little hole in it.
Yeah.
Now I got the little washer and dryer, little scrubs at the bottom of it. No, Strip does not do that. Okay, it does not do that. And I just feel like even so much other stuff. Like I said, I used to work for Hanifa. She started the whole like Selena pants. And the feathers on the side. Now you got all these little boutiques on the feathers on the side. And I get it. You be inspired by something, but pay homage. You give somebody their credit. Like, you don't know what it took for that. She could have cried putting them feathers on. I'm just saying, like, I worked so hard for this for you to rip me off. At this point, we have to, I hate to say it, we're in a market and a society where people are going to steal from you. It's very unfortunate, but you just gotta have that tough skin and just brush it off.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's super unfortunate, but it's like, you know what? Hey, at least somebody likes it. You kind of gotta look at the good at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, keep doing what you're doing. All these small businesses, up and coming designers, push that idea. Regardless, whoever steals it, get it trademarked and push that idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Even
Very
when
good
I was
advice.
coming out with my my whole styling business, it was called Savvy the Label, like a few years ago. I really don't use it anymore, but somebody really tried to taunt me. Like, his brand was like Savvy, the brand. First of all, we have 2 different names. He was like, "Oh, you have an LLC?" Because I have an LLC. Yes, I do have an LLC. And first of all, I wouldn't even be able to get my LLC if it was not a name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously this name was available. He was like, yeah, mine is called Savvy. So why are we having this conversation? It's 2 different names. Like, y'all really be trying to bring the next person down. And I really, I hate to say it, especially us colored folks. Yeah. It don't matter. Y'all always want a discount. Y'all always trying to bring somebody down. I get it. Some stuff be expensive. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But y'all would rather pay $500 for a Gucci shirt that the next person gonna have on. But you want to support your own people.
Nothing unique.
I got a problem with that.
I do too.
I got a problem with that.
I do too.
Stick beside your
Because people
people.
support a company that is blatantly racist in our faces.
Racist. We could talk.
Yeah,
You
when
know
it
what?
comes to
We could talk about this all day because blatantly, I mean, like really have like what was it, Gap or something had like blackface or something, or they did a campaign with like
not all of
monkeys
them, but H&M.
H&M. Are you kidding me?
A few years ago, I remember that. Yep.
I could take a first class flight to hell. Respectfully.
Okay, so when it comes to working your magic for a client, where do you draw your inspiration from?
Okay. Styling for me is just the front door. I don't want to do that forever. I want to be a creative director.
Ooh,
so
yes.
I want to be like the next Benny Boom, Hype Williams, Video God. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to Missy Elliott videos. So that's where my inspiration comes from.
I love
like,
that.
My mom, she used to have DVDs on DVDs on DVDs. Like you would have thought it was Blockbuster, bro. Like for real. So I think my inspiration comes from because fashion repeats itself. So all the old school stuff, all the stuff before us from the 90s and the 80s, even some 70s, you know, whatever the case may be, I love paying homage to how we even got here. Yeah. I'm in class at Parsons School of Design, learning a streetwear course. And like some of the instructors are like Jerry Lorenzo and Dapper Dan, Misa Hilton, and you know, Don C, and just people who were like paving the way, Carl Kanai, you know, all that streetwear stuff. And like one of my homework assignments was like talking about like the evolution of streetwear. So I talked about all the evolution of streetwear from the DMV. So like Sabiato, Shadas, We Are One, you know, just all the stuff where like it's come madness, like you have to pay. We would not be where we were if it was not for these people. Right. So I just think that being a creative director, like I said, I'm a storyteller. So fashion is just way more than what you wear. It's the whole ambiance behind it. That's why I like photo shoots because they tell a story. Like it's just like, okay, you have on these clothes, but like you could be in front of a beach or you could be in a white room, but why did you pick this white room? It's a silhouette behind it, or it's everything has a meaning.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know what the meaning is before you do it, like that's why I want to be a creative director because it's like I just told a whole story just off this outfit. You know? And like you were like, damn, I didn't even think about that.
You made me think. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
That's so funny that you say storytelling because the art of storytelling is an effective way to connect with people, their hearts and minds. So for fashion and beauty for so long, the industry has been revolving around whiteness and the beauty standard of the Eurocentric features. So at the end of the day, what do you hope your work conveys?
I don't even care about being famous or well known. Let me take that back. I don't care about being famous. I want my work to be known. Yeah. I want you to be able to walk by and be like, Juno did that. You know, like I want my work to speak volume, to describe me in so many ways. Like I'm passionate. I work hard. I actually love this shit. Like there's people who do stuff and hate it. I don't ever want to be that person. And I think that ties into like me and like my family. You know, they don't understand the whole entrepreneurship or like taking that leap of faith. Like you can to just pack your things and just travel 3,000 miles away and just like, yo, these success stories be real. Like, yo, I slept in my car or like I was homeless and stuff like that.
Started from the bottom.
Yo, for real. So I just really want my work to just speak for itself. Like whatever they may be, whether it's a music video, like understand the message. I think I get so frustrated with like these new rappers and stuff like that. Mind you, the song might be hard, but like y'all just sitting outside of the studio or a trap house with 50 guns and your men, and y'all think it's cool. Like, yo, your words don't even explain what you got going on right now.
Right.
Or y'all just think it's hard in the moment.
Yeah.
And again, referencing old stuff.
White t-shirts, jeans.
Yeah, like a Missy Elliott video or a Busta Rhymes or a Janet Jackson. People who, okay. My goal is to bring back Access Granted because people do not understand what it takes to put this stuff together from like I remember one day I watched the Access Granted of Lil Mama G Slide. And somebody actually drew out each scene. It was the most dopest shit I've ever seen. Like on pencil. Like, and she was just flipping through the book and like it was like Little Mama G Slide.
Oh, yes.
Yo.
That's dope.
I don't even gotta do all of that, but just my treatments, like, you know, I have friends who entrusted me to be like, yo, I got a music video. Can you creative direct it? And can you style it? Okay, cool. I'll style it, whatever. But the creative director is like, oh my God, you believe in me.
Right.
You believe in my talent. Like, you believe that, like, I have a vision. Okay. I really love when people, like my friends, send me their songs before they release it and be like, tell me what you hear. And I'll be like, I gotta listen to it while I'm high. But it's like, oh, like they might be like, okay, this is what I want to do, X, Y, and Z. Might hit a J, listen to it. Always listen to people's songs in the car because it sound better.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, boom. I always send a voice message like, this is what I heard. I heard this, and this, and you should do this. Oh, we should travel here to do this. And like, I wouldn't even think about that, but that's hard. Like, that's really hard. I feel like my mind just has so many tabs open that like sometimes I can't even explain it. It's just there. But my creativity is beyond me.
Yeah.
You know, like I can think about shit that's not even possible to do.
Right.
Like, but it's hard. They're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
So I just feel like storytelling, that's really big for me. So it's just art.
It all comes back.
It does. It's a full circle moment.
I love that. Really love that. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up, but before we do, let's see. I think we can do 2 more questions. So,
okay,
if you can name your top 3 fashion icons, what would it be? Who would it be and why?
Top 3 in this generation?
Any fashion icon?
For this generation, I'm going with Tiana. That's my girl.
Yeah.
That is my girl.
She's definitely an icon.
Tiana is me, I'm her. When I say like sexy tomboy, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Cardi too.
Okay.
Yo, Colin Cardi be putting it on her. Okay. I mean, of course, like Naomi Campbell. Naomi does it for me every time. Man. Y'all, Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Ellie has been putting it on Steve Harvey.
Thank you for saying it.
And y'all know Steve Harvey came a long way from Mr. Hightower with the wigs and all that, with the long fat daddy suits. But Steve Harvey puts it on.
No, every time he steps out,
the monochrome suits, the fit of it, just everything, like
from head to toe.
Steve Harvey got it. He got it.
It's drip. It's drip.
For sure.
Everything that he has.
For sure.
Okay.
That's probably not even top, but that's what I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. No, those are A1. So you don't even need to keep going. Okay, so let's see. How do you market yourself? This is a good question.
Instagram.
So that anybody that
and word of mouth. I don't care what nobody say. Word of mouth is your best marketing skill. I mean, think about it. Like, you're selling yourself. You who doesn't want to praise themselves? Everybody wants that approval, that appraisal. So like, let me just go ahead and put myself out there. But Instagram, word of mouth. Y'all need to utilize TikTok. Y'all can say TikTok is childish. Huge. But like,
who says that?
Yo, it's so many people that be like, yo, TikTok is childish. And it's like, yo, it's not.
What?
I learned how to fix stuff on my car.
There's people of all ages on TikTok.
Yeah. Like, again, just word of mouth, networking. Don't be afraid to speak to people. And this is coming from somebody who was very shy. I had stage fright all my life. Like, y'all, like
little Juno.
3rd grade, I remember we had I was in a choir. We had a concert or something, and I burst into tears. Yeah, girl.
In the middle of it?
It was giving scary real bad. It was but I feel like me coming to LA, I've just blossomed into a young woman and just I'm here for a reason. So I want the next person to know that I'm here.
Right.
This is not for play. This is not a joke. I don't want to just be around celebrities. I don't even care about that stuff. Y'all regular people.
Right.
I want you to see my work. So don't be afraid. Like I said, I will network at a gas station, in the bathroom. Business cards are played out, but I still got a whole box of them. Get it out. You never know.
Business cards are never played out.
Leave them somewhere. You go to a restaurant, leave it on the table. Yeah. You never know who's going to get it. Oh no, let me.
On those community boards.
Yeah. And my business card has a QR code. So let me.
That's good.
Oh, snap. You did X, Y,
and they
Z.
got QR codes for business cards now, too. So.
Do it. Never,
it's really no excuse.
Yeah. Never be afraid to really support. Nobody got you how you got you. So you have to put that best foot forward and just do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And speak highly of yourself. Don't downplay yourself.
That.
Even y'all, I remember one time this was 2018. I'm not even gonna call it a date. I had went on an outing with somebody. He was just like, yo, come to the mall with me or whatever. He was like, what do you do? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a stylist. I just go to people's house, pick out their clothes. I do wardrobe reconstruction, and I organize it. I didn't do none of that shit. Now look at me. Power of the tongue is real.
It really is.
Speak that.
You really, yeah. Watch what you speak over your life because you never know.
Believe. You believe what you are.
Yeah. This really goes, you really wrapped it up because I was really going to be like, before we leave, I always like to give my audience the knowledge and advice for myself and guests on the show. And with that being said, I was going to ask if you could give 3 pieces of advice for anyone that wants to break into the field or that's just interested. But you just gave a whole list. I love it.
Well, to sum it up in so many words, shoot your shot.
It's a big one.
Even if you feel like it's above you. I've emailed Tyler Perry. Didn't get nothing back, but it's still the fact that I did it.
Yes.
It's just because a door isn't open doesn't mean there aren't doors opening for you. God is always working overtime to make sure that you are going to be wherever you're supposed to be. So shoot your shot. Be confident. And just enter yourself in these rooms. Network. And always, always, always. I truly love when people DM me like, hey, I'm thinking about moving to LA.
Yeah.
How did you get into this field? Or hey, I see that you do this, and this. How did you I remember one time I went to one of the flea markets out here, the black flea market.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy and I was just like, yo, this stuff is hard. I have a shoot with Juicy on Tuesday. Do you do pools? And he was like, what are pools? I'm like, basically it's in a perfect world, somebody would give you a pool fee. Sometimes it's free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because it's the exposure, whatever the case may be. Make a long story short, we got his stuff on Juicy. And I felt good because I just found you on the humble.
Right.
Now this is probably the biggest person that's ever been in your stuff yet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is just a gateway to hey, this is my stuff. This is what I do, whatever the case may be. So always, always, always speak to people, be polite, and don't be afraid to ask for help because somebody's always willing to help you, even if they don't respond to you.
Right.
I love what Issa Rae said. You don't have to always network up, network across. There are people
I love that
are on the same caliber of you.
Exactly.
That if we work together, we can be up. We can be in those rooms that are, evolve us into who we truly want to be or what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? For instance, your podcast, you know what I'm saying? We are still here with it, but you never know where this could go or who could see this or whatever the case may be. Always, always, always shoot your shot. I think that's number 1.
I love that so much. You wrapped it up so well. And a pretty little bow. Okay, before we go, how can people follow you, keep up with you? You got an Instagram, you got a LinkedIn, Facebook, run it down.
All of that. Follow me on Instagram. It's Juno JPEG. That's JUNO JPG.
Yes.
2 underscores. Instagram is That was Instagram. Sorry. TikTok is Auntie Ju. I'm your favorite auntie, your neighborhood stylist. That's me. So go ahead, be on the lookout.
Love it, love it. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
You were amazing, amazing.
Thank you for having me.
I already knew that. They just needed to know.
Y'all, she's amazing.
What? Stop.
Girl.
I appreciate you, though.
Don't play with her.
Thank you.
She's the one and not the two. So that's what you should
do.
The
gas, I love it. Thank you. So this was episode 7, season 2. You can stream the podcast on all platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch us on YouTube. This again was Juno, your round the way girl.
That's me.
And we will see you in episode 8. Thank you so much. Mwah.